almost level 19. I'm way behind. Yeah. No, so they had to, like, their whole thing was the Spartans were supposed to be able to leave whenever they wanted. The reason they couldn't was because that dude showed the, that, like, little secret way around, and then they got surrounded, and then they were like, well, we're fucked now, I guess. Yeah. Spoiler, there was also more than actually 300 people there. There was actually, like, the 300 Spartans were kind of like,
oh yeah, I know that movie isn't historically accurate.
Yeah, but they brought, there was, I think it was
Of course.
closer to, like, 2,000 or something, and they rotated in and out, but the Spartans did do the majority of the fighting, but it's like, sometimes you gotta sleep, you know?
Where do we go, guys?
I'm also
lost.
lost.
What do you mean you're lost? Are you not with me?
Nope.
Nope.
No, we're not
guys.
I'm in the building.
No, you literally were right beside me at one point. You go into the ship.
We're in the ship.
I think we're supposed to head down.
We're going down.
I think.
But the marker for the mission is up there.
Yeah, you're right.
Like, that's
Oh,
what
lost
I
sector
don't understand.
discovered.
Okay, well I'm gonna.
I mean,
fall
I'm
down.
right beside the marker, so. Okay, go. It's gonna be towards the middle. Let me see.
Kyle,
if I can
where did
find
you go?
guys.
Did you go to the lost sector or did you turn around?
I think I'm in the right place.
I lost you completely.
You're not,
I was following
'cause you're not
down
with
where
me,
Kyle
I don't think,
was.
No, I think I'm getting up. That's what I meant.
Is that the way to get up? Did you fall down that thing, Kyle? That circle? Where the enemies?
Jump up the sides into the. Yeah, Kyle's with me.
Kyle, did you fall down that circle?
What? I don't know anymore.
It was a hole in the ground. Circle. With like walkways. I don't know. There's tons of enemies here, so I have no idea.
I don't know. Well, we
I
gotta
wanna-
get 20
I wanna-
minutes.
Well, you
for a
went down
round
the
of clearing
stairs,
that.
right, Kyle? And then you said, "Go." Where did you go after that? There's a circle in the hole, or there's a hole in the wall, or in the ground. Sorry. That's
Yeah,
the only place to go. So I have no idea. You don't. I guess you didn't go in there.
No,
You
it's
don't
back
know.
up. I was totally wrong about it being down. It's the opposite of down.
Yeah, it's up. Yeah. You don't have to go down
Yeah.
at all. You're going to end up going up a big, long bridge to get into the place. I think there's someone with me.
I mean, I think my issues. I should have been tracking the. So is this like a?
Well, you
yeah,
were right
this-
behind me.
Wait, you weren't tracking it? Oh yeah, that'll cause some difficulties.
Yeah, but it didn't track. Like again, that's one of those things.
Yeah,
When someone
see,
tracks it in the
Kyle.
fire team, I think it should track for everybody.
Yeah, that would be good.
Kyle,
I don't
can
even
you
see
me?
it on my
'Cause,
map.
You're like a floor up. I can see where you are, but I
Oh,
can't
there
see
it
how to get
is.
to you yet.
Dude, there's no. What do you mean keep going up? Where?
It took me a little while too, Ryan. Don't worry. You got this.
Oh,
Just
there we go.
keep moving towards the middle and keep going up.
I don't think you understand the issue that I was having, Chris.
No, I don't, because I
It's
never
not.
had the issue.
When
I
you're in
immediately
the
got
bottom
there.
of when I'm in the bottom of the ship, there's just dead ends in
But
corridors.
Yeah,
I
so
got
get-
back
you say
outside
what I'm
somehow.
saying-
keep moving. Yeah, but if I
Get
turn around,
outside of the ship.
No, I've gotten up now into a different spot. It's just
Yeah,
but
there are a
there's
lot of
Kyle.
dead ends. I'm pointing out that there are a lot of dead ends. So so when you
Yeah.
say keep moving in a specific direction, that does not no. You should be looking up in every room to see any exits.
Okay, yeah, now that's the way you guys are getting up now. That's how I got up. So I hit that point
I
where
went
you
into
can't
the
turn
ship.
back.
That is a lost sector though.
Okay,
Yeah.
good to know.
I got see Ryan coming up here. There he is.
Jesus Christ, I made it.
Looks
Jesus.
like we made it.
Jesus was one of us. All right. I mean, to be fair, Chris could have just activated it.
No, I
And we
can't.
would've-
That's gotta be the fire team leader.
Oh, Kyle has to do it? Oh, man. That's dumb.
Yep, that is dumb.
There you go. We criticize Destiny 2. Also, I don't like the I've changed my mind and I don't like currently the armor mod situation and the the shader situation.
Wait, really? How come?
It's just not. It's poorly designed. They shouldn't be consumables. That's stupid. They should be.
Oh,
You unlock them and you
consumables,
keep them. Yeah.
Yeah, that I agree with. That. Sorry, I thought you
I
meant
certainly agree with the shaders. I don't really care with the armor mod stuff.
It's just silly that you would unlock a piece of gear, cause it's all this creates is people not using anything until they get
Yeah,
to
but
their
the
end
armor
level
mods
gear.
are apparently super easy to get.
So are the shaders, but that's not the point. If you're going to be switching a piece of gear or a gun, like let's assume you have 4 colors of a shader, and you're like, I really like this shader. You might want to just wait on that until your character's comfortable enough that you're going to dump all that into your gear.
Yeah.
Depending on what you want to do. Like, I like the flexibility of being able to switch it between items and weapons and stuff, but like make it everything different colors if you want. But they should not. They just shouldn't be consumables. Who? Thanos the Unbroken? Is that what he said?
Thumos.
Okay.
So
I'm pretty sure he's Gull's mentor.
Oh, that guy, yeah.
Like his sidekick.
He's like the speaker.
meant
He's
He's
the
like
guy
the
who
Zavala
connects.
by comparison to like the Cade.
Well, I think
Cade's
he's the
obviously
guy
the
who
main
essentially.
character, and Zavala's
No,
kind of the side dude.
that last cutscene we watched,
Dude.
where they
Come
talk to each
on.
other.
Level 19.
What?
I'm saying I was
What did
level
you say?
19.
No, what was Chris saying? Come on to.
Zavala being a minor character.
Oh, sorry.
Not a
yeah.
minor, he's Cade's sidekick.
Oh,
Anyway,
yeah.
character.
He's
I'm
literally
pretty sure
the leader
Kyle.
of the 3.
He is. It's his fire team. Remember?
Yeah, like
yeah.
officially. I guess, no, you're right, he is the leader. Just like how this is my fire team and you guys are my sidekicks.
Correct.
Hey, big guy. Can you
Anyway, I'm
fucking
pretty
chill?
sure the guy that's Darth Bane's mentor is like the speaker. He was like connected to light. He's an older sage, or like he was mentioning that. But Bane was mentioning that in the cutscene.
Alright.
Like,
Bye, Kathleen. Have a safe trip
bridge
to.
should be
You
above
can
us.
talk, by the way. Like
Let's find a
I
console
get
and
Alex to
pick
talk
up
on
the
stream all the time.
schematics.
She's just always afraid to do it. Bye. Have a safe trip to Halifax. I'll see you in like a week.
Kyle, the most
Yes.
charming
Okay,
son-in-law
I've
of
got
all
the map.
time.
Let's find
Thanks, man.
Thumos.
I try. Ah, the light, it burns.
Oh man, storm the command deck. That just sounds cool.
Hell yeah, we're gonna storm the command deck. Yeah, I'm a big fan of your
Dunno.
outfit today, by the way, dear. I really like it when you wear my underwear as a pair of shorts. Sure. To be fair, also I'm a dude.
The
so
only
that-
thing
that
we're
makes-
missing, Chris, is a bunch of lightsabers.
This doesn't look a little bit episode 1-esque.
Well, and we're storming the command deck. I mean,
Yeah.
What do we do?
So I think jump up on the side of the ship, or
I'm in the ship. Oh god, now you guys are lost. Yeah.
God fucking damn it, Ryan, how did you go? Did you
Yeah,
use the ship to
I'm gonna
jump
show
to? Oh no,
you.
I see. Chris, I see.
Yeah, there's like
There's boxes
the
over
deck
here.
opened. The deck opened up.
Oh, you have to jump up there to do it. Okay, I see.
Oh wait, no, now I'm the one who's lost. Oh no.
I
No, you
came
had it
back
right.
for you guys. Don't worry. Captain
Oh
America
no, I
doesn't,
can't make
doesn't
that
leave,
jump.
doesn't
I
leave
can't
a
make
soldier
that jump.
behind.
Wait, no,
Hold
Chris,
on, I
there's
can't
a
make that jump.
Chris, there's a ship
there's
that
a
you just
there's
go
a
on top of.
there's some boxes.
Yeah, I didn't. I just missed the jump once. So hold on. Don't explore without me.
Dun 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 dun. Well, it's a little shuffle juke jive time.
Nobody does the shuffle juke jive like the fucking Titan. There he is.
I mean, sadly, it's not the Titan. It's your race.
I know.
Careful out there.
But
I especially
the
like
quote
that the
was-
robot does the robot. That was the case in the first
Oh,
game, though.
yup.
Our God.
Although there is different dance modes, but you have to. Well, there is a. For those who don't know, the cosmetic store has been greatly expanded. All those armor mods and shaders and everything, you can buy packs that give you that stuff. Of course. Like, well, you can buy silver with real world currency. We can't do any of that till you hit level 20, which you guys now
Probably gonna
have.
do some of that.
Well, I'm not there yet. I'm getting close though.
But when I say buy, Chris, I'm talking about with like your actual real world human dollars.
I know. That's why I said
Okay.
I'm probably gonna do that.
Okay, I'm just making
I like
sure
this
that
game
I
enough.
knew that I'm just like, you're not dumping Glimmer. You would be dumping.
No, I know. I'm not gonna buy much, but I might buy, put $10 in or whatever.
So I'd
and
recommend
see
you guys spend Glimmer on stuff, because that 99999 plus, the moment you spend it on anything, regardless of how much Glimmer you earned, it goes down. So
Oh,
after you've hit the cap, you gain no more currency.
I know
So-
Jeff
Yeah,
is saying he buys a lot of armor mod stuff like Glimmer and.
Yeah,
But
you
we
might.
couldn't
Oh,
really spend them on anything besides like random weapons that we weren't going to use anyway, right? Like,
Oh, so
Yeah.
20.
but now I'm starting to realize I should probably just always be buying those things that Cade has, just when I play, just because why they're only like 250 Glimmer, just like
Yeah.
because you're going to be gaining more than that even from a few enemies.
Yep.
I don't like that cap on Glimmer then. That guy makes it silly. Especially when it's shared among 3 characters. We've been playing this whole time with Max Glimmer for quite a while. It's like, well, if I would have known, I could have just dumped Glimmer on random shit for no reason. Yeah. I'm trying to keep it for
in like the
modding
first episode when
purposes.
Chris was like, "Oh man, Kyle, you're wasting all your Glimmer."
Yeah. Turns out that you weren't.
Turns out we didn't know what we were doing on day 1.
It's not that. Well, it's not even that. I didn't think it was gonna like backfire or anything.
Oh, this is dope. This is such a dope setting.
Oh yeah.
Nice shield. Just as I threw my grenade.
Yeah, same.
Blue and green.
Double bubble grenade.
Blue engram for me too.
Oh, get fucked.
Yeah, blue engrams are usually just gear, not engrams, so I should stop calling them engrams. I mean, they're still technically engrams, I guess, but they're like, you don't have
I
to
usually just say
them.
like blue drop.
I've noticed that, and I bet you this will be the case until we get late game, not a lot of going to the Cryptarch. Like, I haven't had any engrams really that I need him to decode.
I've had the occasional.
I've had one exotic, and I guess the original rare you get does as well.
And when I was speaking, by the way, of how the structure
Hold on,
of
guys.
this
Hold
game
on. I'm gonna gear
reminds
up real
me,
quick.
and this was the case with the first one, reminds me of Blizzard game. Engrams, decoding them, very Diablo. That's been the case even in Diablo 2 days. Unidentified items that you have to identify and have a chance of being better when you identify them.
Yep, I'm good.
That
You
is
guys.
an identical concept.
Yep.
Yep. Okay, drive safe.
Almost to the hangar.
By now, Thumos will know you're coming for him. Expect a welcome.
So that's the thing I keep forgetting. Even in when I was redoing some of the missions we'd done on other characters. Hey, you can shoot the vents and shit, but only some. That's the problem. It's because it's only some.
Yep.
Oh.
What?
There's a one complaint. I wish if they were going to use that design philosophy where you could shoot through shit like that, everything you from that you could shoot through, and they just like hit chests and shit in the ones that aren't the story stuff. Come on, Bungie, get with it.
Bloodguard security.
Chains of Woe.
Okay, well I took out one of the guys.
Hello, bud.
He took 6 shots from my good friend Mr. Golden. Got those orbs of light. Thank you very much.
Oh, that super is just so good.
It's pretty good.
Oh, hello.
Haha, you better run.
Another Bloodguard security. Come on, man.
What? He's dead.
Yeah.
Hey, we got some assistance.
Chris
What's
coming
up?
out with my good boy Bijo Morgan.
You guys see that ship helping us out? Yeah. I think that is
I know
Zavala
who's on that.
Arcade.
No, that's Holiday.
Don't leave the door open if you don't.
Oh, hey,
yeah.
look, it's Holiday.
It's a holiday. She talked already.
Ship lady. Isn't that what you used to call her, Ryan?
Ship lady?
Destiny 1? Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't care about her name in Destiny. That tells you, I at least try to acknowledge her name now. I mean, she's no Zavala, but...
Yeah, I don't know. You don't do it with the characters who actually have personality, though. Oh, Daniels.
Yeah, but that's... Kyle, you...
I know, I've actually never seen The Wire. I'm sure he's really good in it.
He's in everything because of that. Like, the role he plays is Commander-in-Chief, and pretty much... He's just like Nathan Fillion, very typecasted.
Yeah. You're talking about Lance Riddick?
Yes. But he's been in lots of stuff, and lots of stuff has used him in a very similar role as The Wire.
Now go take care of
He's not
Thumos
identical
for
to The Wire, though, but mostly in this because mostly that character's way more nuanced and deep. I mean, it's a long TV show. This is just a fluffy campaign.
Yeah.
But he's like a boldened, aggressive leader type. Like that. Yeah, that's kind of him.
Yep.
He was also in an episode of Sunny. If you remember correctly, there was an episode where Frank is talking about, Frank's brother shows up and they recap the past, and he runs like a jazz bar. And him and his brother, there's a black character in there that is always trying to steal their girlfriend or whatever, and that was played by Daniels. He was like in the Black Panther in one bit. You've seen that episode I watched with you. It's a way older episode.
Yeah, I don't remember it, though. It's...
At the time I hadn't seen The Wire, so I didn't know he wasn't that either. But when we were rewatching, I was like, oh, that's Daniels.
Yeah. These guys are
It's like they're just certain characters. Like you can tell me when you see, what's his name, Vince Gillen, in anything else, and he was even in The Wire. You're not just gonna say that's Littlefinger, because that's the most notable thing he's in.
Aiden Gilligan.
Aiden, sorry, not Vince.
I think you're
Aiden.
thinking of Vince Gilligan, the creator of Breaking Bad.
No, I'm thinking of Aiden.
No, I know.
Gillen.
It just
said
that's
his name
where you
wrong.
got Vince from, because it's similar names.
Oh yeah.
No, but he's been in other stuff though, Ryan.
Yeah, but it's not about being in other stuff. It's if most of your other roles are that role, and he's another character that's kind of the same. Even before Game of Thrones, he's always been this conniving side character who always interferes. Like his character, he was running for a politician in The Wire. Like it's not an
Did he have an
role.
accent in The Wire?
Yeah, like Irish. There's a big Irish contingent in The Wire that they focus on. Like lots of side episodes focus on him
Isn't
going to an
McNulty
Irish
like
bar.
a main character?
Yeah, he is super Irish.
Yeah.
They kind of even some of the people on the docks. You get a little more like Brooklyn and stuff, but there is a heavy Irish stuff.
Hell yeah. Oh. Those shoulder pieces are looking really good, dude. Yeah, we're like 5 days away from the convention, and Alex is almost finished with her costume, which is further along than we were last year, where we were still working on it the next morning.
When is the thing?
Very likely.
Is it next weekend?
Yeah, so it starts on Friday. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We leave on Thursday, because it's like 3 hours from here. Yeah, but 3 the way you drive, dear. No, it's 2.5 the way I drive.
Chris might be able to attest to this, right? Chris, you have been to Edmonton and been in Alberta and stuff. So you kind of know distance. Did you ever go to Calgary?
Yes,
Fuck
I did.
me.
Okay. So did you drive from Edmonton to Calgary?
Yes.
Okay, so the distance from Red Deer to Calgary driving is like 2 hours or an hour and a half, right?
You guys are like right in between.
Yeah. Andrew drove yesterday to a meeting. My roommate had a meeting in Calgary, and just because Kyle was talking about how slow his girlfriend drives, Andrew got there in like 40 minutes.
She doesn't actually drive slow, she drives the speed limit. I speed is what actually happens.
Everybody speeds. That's the thing. Everybody speeds. There are 2 types of drivers on the road, those that speed and those that don't. And I feel like those that speed make up a higher majority because the left lane seems to be way more like, more people are in the left lane.
That's a very fair statement.
Like I'm not even talking about like speed lots. Like if the speed limit's 110, people are going 120. Like that's just guaranteed. Like when we were in Toronto to visit Chris, holy man, was the speeding crazy.
Oh yeah, I also don't speed like that when the traffic's as crazy as it was there.
All I remember is Kyle being like, "Man, thank you for driving in this, because I could never do it." I'm like,
no, I couldn't do it, man. I'd be like, I'm dead now. Like I don't trust other drivers because they're really dumb around here.
Yeah, anyone who's from Ontario will know rush hour 401 is like the scariest place driving, probably Canada.
Well, when we were in Montreal, though, I felt like that was one of the scariest places to drive.
Yeah, that's similar as well.
The thing is, Kyle, in those situations, you're actually safer going faster because the slower you are, the more likely these other drivers will hit you.
Kyle.
Yeah.
Come back.
Oh, the mission's over here.
Mission.
I'm stupid.
Like I realize like some people aren't comfortable going fast, but if the rest of the traffic is going fast, you need to either distance yourself from the rest of the traffic so you can slow down, or keep with the traffic. Because if you don't, people are, especially in places like Montreal, people just cut you off and try to cause an accident just because. Like you don't want to mess with anyone else. Like it sounds silly, but like yeah.
No, you're totally right. It's when you're trying to merge and the other guy's like, no, my dick's too big, I can't let you merge. Then you're in front of me, and you're like, hey, how about you don't try to cause an accident, you fucking idiot? Like, or people who just like pull into, like when it's bumper to bumper, and they'll pull into an intersection because they have a green, but then like the other way can't go because they never get to go any further. And you're like, you're an idiot. Like, congratulations, you gained 5 feet, and you just held up all of traffic for 4 minutes.
Yeah, there were a couple times on that drive back from picking you guys up that I was like, oh man.
I don't remember that very well because I didn't sleep the night before.
We literally drove back in rush hour.
Yeah.
Which is...
Oh yeah.
It was bumper to bumper for a while, and then we took the 407 the rest of the way, which is much
That was
nicer.
the night too.
No. That was
the other day.
after the Jays game, the one you're thinking of.
Oh,
That was
okay,
nice.
yeah.
There was nothing there. When you drive at night, there's nothing.
Yeah, no, we're talking about like the first day, Ryan, when Chris picked me up from the
Remember, I
airport.
got you guys
and
in the morning?
And then he got you in. We
Oh,
drove
yeah,
Brampton
yeah,
or whatever
yeah.
to get you.
And then we came back and ate sushi, and yeah, Kyle
Kyle fell asleep. In the back of the
collapsed
car.
on the
Yeah.
back of the car. Yeah,
Hell yeah.
that was a great trip. We need to do that again, guys.
Heck yeah, we need to do that again.
Inside
except
the back of the car. He wasn't like on the back, like.
And the difference might end up being, I'm gonna probably be in like Ottawa, so we can see like Noah and stuff too.
Yeah, love that dude.
And who knows? Maybe Ryan will be living in Ontario. Who knows?
Maybe. Okay.
Why did I jump up here?
This guy's fucking dead. Man, I've been having a difficult time finding like regular gun ammo.
Yeah, I am too. I like it. It's great.
There's only one ship left on
Apologies,
the
just
landing
needed a
pad.
quick sneeze.
That must be Thumos'
Yeah,
ship.
we heard they're just ruining the stream quality around.
I took my headset off.
I know, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I didn't actually hear. I just heard like a little bit of rustling.
Oh, I actually heard a sneeze.
I was paying attention to the
Thanks,
dialogue.
Gina Torres.
Ryan figured out it was Gina Torres today.
Yeah. Well,
Even though
I
we
mean,
had a discussion about it.
yeah, we probably had a discussion about it, but I didn't really like other than Angel and obviously you said she's in Firefly. I hadn't really been
Yeah.
that familiar. I don't know why I'm
That was
shooting that
big
because that's
because she
glass.
played-
I know, I did that again.
What did you do again, Chris?
But I'd say
Well,
Kyle,
me and Ryan were shooting at
even
the glass.
even compared to both roles, I'd say she's even far more notable on Suits than either of those.
Oh, yeah,
like
she's really good in
She's a
Suits.
far more pivotal character in Suits too.
I wouldn't
I mean,
say,
I
like,
haven't seen Firefly,
obviously-
but she's
yeah,
only in Firefly for a
she's-
couple of seasons because the show isn't that long.
Well,
so
it's only
whereas
one
she's
season.
like
She's second in
Okay,
command
yeah,
of the
so-
ship though, and she's married to Alan Tudyk's character.
in Suits, she is the boss. It is her firm as well as Harvey
She is,
Specter's.
well, not right away, Ryan.
Wow. I mean,
Okay,
I mean,
well, hey now. I'm just about to start that show, so
I'm only in the first season, so
yeah, spoilers, Ron. Next you're gonna tell me the speaker's like alive and captured or something.
I don't really think that's a show that
Alright.
can be spoiled. To be completely honest with you, it's a good
Oh,
show,
it
but
can be. You don't.
it's,
if you're only in the first
to
season,
me
a lot
it
of
feels
stuff happens.
it feels very much like a quality episode of the week show with a narrative arc that is compelling, but not like shocking. Like I have a feeling I know the twists and turns.
But
It's
you do
going
realize
to
it's
take.
not like both of their place, right? You know that like she is
Not
Harvey's
right
boss,
now.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. She
Harvey's
does have a
got
partner
promoted
though,
to-
because obviously
yes.
it's like
Harmon and Pearson,
Hardman.
yeah.
Yeah. There is a Hardman, and I think you will recognize the actor.
All I know is Eric Roberts is in that show later on, and that excites me because I've seen episodes later on at one point, and he was there, and I'm like, ER, my boy.
ER, my boy. Most
He's a
B-list
great actor.
of all time.
What? Are you kidding me? Kyle shows his age.
Do you think
ER
he's more
used
or
to be
less
one of
talented
the-
than his sister?
ER used to be one of the leading men in Hollywood. Not really. Not like Tom Cruise, but he was used in a lot of movies.
Yeah.
And then he established the respectable, older side actor type role that a lot of like actors from
Do
like
you
the
think
80s
he's more or less
got
talented than his
into.
sister, Ryan?
I'm not actually a big Julia Roberts fan.
I think that's if you're a fan, but like talent is
He's
objective.
talented though, man.
His ER's daughter you've seen. She's in We're the Millers.
Emma? Yeah.
Yeah.
Emma Roberts, yeah.
Yeah, I'm familiar with Emma Roberts.
ER was great in The
Homeless
Dark
girl
Knight.
with the iPhone.
He was Sal Maroni, the mobster. That
I'm not
Batman
into
throws
very
that
much.
No, but Batman throws his frickin' I mean, look, he took the bump off the roof with the broken leg. That was pretty sick.
Oh, I didn't say he wasn't good. I'm just saying not much.
He's good this season, though. Yes, I agree, but he's not in it much. That's a good role for him, though. That's a good casting.
I always love when we sit down to do the sessions because I never know where the topic of conversation is going to go.
The way's clear. Now let me at Thumos'
We started talking about space, we wound up talking about Eric
This is the
Roberts.
part where you borrow it.
He's the best of the
When you
best,
borrow
Kyle.
Eris's ship, she will want to replace
shout out to anyone who gets that reference. I mean, I literally named the title of the movie, so hopefully someone did. But
Oh, Ryan, I have a question for you. I know
What?
Chris hasn't watched as much. Ryan, you've watched a decent amount of anime back in the day. You were the one who got me into Death Note, for example.
Cover me.
yeah, I'm not
How-
like Shane would be
Yeah,
and Dane
I know,
way more than
you're
me,
not like
but
a
I've
weeb,
seen some.
But yeah, how do you feel about English voice acting dubs in anime?
I don't usually watch them. I've kind of there are some anime that do it well and effectively, but I find that generally the anime that does it well and effectively are usually
Also good in
it's not
Japanese.
it's not usually being made or produced out of Japan. Like it's
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
like
Exactly what
I
you
would
mean.
still like normally when you say anime you're talking about Japanese anime, but I sometimes think
Yes.
you can just categorize anything. Like I would consider Clone Wars in the anime camp.
I mean, like,
Same
in
with,
the
like,
same way that people talk about like Metal Gear, but like I wouldn't call it like actual anime. I just like I would use it as a
I mean,
comparison. Like, I wouldn't. Call
It's
it
an animated program. You might just call it animated instead, right?
Yeah. No, anime is a very specific thing. No, just Alex and I
but-
had a discussion about. The
Oh,
merits
it's
of-
absolutely no. Like the thing is, if you compare the two of them against each other, like for the same show, in more times than not, they're cutting dialogue to make it fit into the American version. So there's a lot of nuance that just goes away.
goes away. Yep.
Yeah.
100%
like,
agree.
A
And
perfect
just some of the
example
scenes
of
that
that
sounded-
is go watch, like I know you've seen it, but go watch the Beast in the East feature on Giant Bomb because you see them play through the game Yakuza, or go play Yakuza. Like
Yeah.
the fact that those are in Japanese, there's a lot more said. That
Well,
if that was
that, like-
translated, I could easily see it not being even remotely as close to as the same experience.
Yeah. Well, there's certain things that you can't even translate, right? A lot of the nuance of those things come in with, like, you know how like they have like the honorary suffixes or whatever, like
Yeah.
san, chan, kun, etc. Like, there's no translation for that. You can't like that doesn't show up. So like when a character like Oda goes around calling Kiryu kun over and over, and then eventually calls him San, like that's a big deal. But you can't
Well,
get that.
it's
in
mostly
English.
that you miss acting on that side too. Like in certain scenes when they say the like. I'll give you an example. You've seen Death Note. I'm sure you've seen it with the Japanese dubs. When someone's like really
only Japanese.
shamed at Light or something, they go Light-o-kun, and the way they say kun, like with
Yeah.
just a tone of shame in their voice different than how they normally talk. Like it's very subtle, but that's Japanese culture. Like they do not emote nearly as much as we do. You know what I mean?
No, exactly.
Like that's why that stuff
just
is
comes
super
across.
important because it helps the performance. It helps sell every. Like it just Like I just
Yeah.
think that's
No,
how
I-
that stuff was made to be consumed. Like it's Japanese for a reason.
Yep. No, I totally agree.
Like I get it. Some people don't like to read when they're watching, but
that was
to me,
the
it's just one of those things you get
arguments.
used to. You just get used to it.
Alex and I had a disagreement about how to watch different shows. Ultimately, I was able to get her to agree that if it wasn't for the reading part, that just like obviously we can't know like if it's actually better, but it feels better to listen to the Japanese voices. 'Cause
Oh, he's up here.
It sounds goofy and dumb. But like,
He's not up here.
yeah, the voice acting just sounds better. And for me, like, obviously there's a different way of watching a show. You can't like do something at the same time. Like we're gonna watch Death Note, eventually, but we're not doing it until after the convention because she's almost always looking at her whatever
Yep,
prop
that's
she's
fair.
making, and she's literally not gonna
Our
understand
plan
anything.
relies on you.
The thing I'll say
Yeah,
too is that in general,
Threat to our world.
you kind of start picking up things. The more you get used to reading another language, especially the same language.
Yeah, you start picking
There are
up
certain there's certain words that you don't even need to read because you recognize that that's what they're putting it. Like they're going to say that in the sentence. Like you can quick glance. Like it's more the in-depth conversations you kind of have to pay attention to. And I get that, especially in anime, there's a lot of monologues and in-depth conversations. And in some cases, it's not.
Yeah.
Most anime
Well,
likes
and
to
just-
consider itself. Like I'm not saying it always is, but it does like to consider itself higher-minded or
Yeah. Well,
bigger,
and, like, sometimes
broader.
just people don't
dense.
do a good job always in the English. Like, you know the potato chip scene in Death Note, Ryan, where like L's got like the cameras all set up in Light's room, and he's like, I still need to write in the Death Note, but he's like doing that thing where he's like got like the portable TV and
In the potato chips,
chip
yeah.
book. Yeah, and he's like explaining itself like in soliloquy, and it sounds badass as fuck.
Zavala's
I listened to those
troops
scenes
are already getting
side
into
by like
position
back to
around the
back,
city.
and the English one just sounds
But they
goofy as
can't
fuck.
attack until we
He's
shut
like,
this
all
thing
right,
down."
L, I'll write equations with my right hand
when you are,
and
partner.
write in the Death Note with my left. And I'm like, just shut up.
Okay.
Like,
Well, I believe they campify him a little bit in the.
Right, but it's
the
like, don't
English
do
version.
that. Light's
It's like he was
supposed to be
actually a
really-
super smart character in the
Yeah, Yeah, and don't even get me started on how apparently that movie goes, which I haven't watched, but I'm planning to, but not because I think it's going to be good. But goddamn.